The moment was unplanned, unscripted, and utterly unforgettable. In a space defined by schedules, security lines, and hurried footsteps, Park Jimin of BTS appeared as if summoned by fate itself. No official announcement preceded his arrival. No press notice hinted at his presence. Yet within seconds, the atmosphere inside the airport transformed into something electric, an eruption of disbelief, excitement, and raw emotion that only a global superstar can ignite. Fans gasped, phones trembled in eager hands, and whispers turned into waves of stunned cries as Jimin stepped into view, effortlessly rewriting an ordinary day into a historic one. For many, airports are liminal spaces, places of transition where stories briefly intersect before diverging again. But when Jimin appears, even for a fleeting moment, those spaces become sacred ground. His unexpected arrival instantly drew attention, not through noise or spectacle, but through presence alone. Dressed casually, exuding a calm confidence, Jimin moved with the quiet grace fans know so well. There was no need for choreography, no stage lights, no music. His very existence commanded the room. Witnesses later described the scene as surreal. One moment, travelers were absorbed in their routines, checking departure boards, dragging suitcases, sipping coffee. The next, time seemed to pause. Fans froze, unsure whether what they were seeing was real. Some blinked repeatedly, convinced their eyes were deceiving them. Others covered their mouths in shock, tears welling up before they could even process why. It was not chaos in the sense of disorder, but rather an emotional storm, an outpouring of awe and love that swept through the terminal. Jimin's relationship with fans has always been uniquely intimate, built on sincerity rather than spectacle. That intimacy was palpable in this unexpected encounter. As he walked through the airport, he acknowledged fans with soft smiles and gentle nods, gestures that spoke volumes without saying a word. In a world where celebrity often feels distant and curated, Jimin's presence felt human, immediate, and profoundly real. Fans did not just see an idol. They saw someone who had shared years of music, memories, and emotional milestones with them. Social media, predictably, erupted within minutes. Videos and photos flooded timelines across platforms, spreading faster than any official announcement ever could. Captions ranged from incoherent excitement to poetic disbelief. "I was just going to catch a flight," one fan wrote, "and suddenly my entire life changed." Another posted a shaky clip with the caption, "Proof that miracles happen in airports." Hashtags related to Jimin began trending almost instantly, cutting across languages and time zones, uniting fans worldwide in collective astonishment. What made the moment especially powerful was its spontaneity. There was no stage-managed distance, no barrier between performer and audience beyond the necessary security. Fans were not prepared. They had not dressed for a concert or practiced chants. Their reactions were pure, unfiltered, and deeply emotional. This authenticity mirrored the very qualities that have made Jimin such a beloved figure: vulnerability, warmth, and an ability to connect without artifice. Airport sightings of celebrities are not uncommon, yet few generate the kind of response that Jimin's appearance did. The difference lies in his global impact and the emotional resonance he holds for millions. As a member of BTS, Jimin has helped redefine what it means to be a global artist, breaking barriers of language and culture. But beyond achievements and accolades, his influence is rooted in feeling. Fans do not simply admire Jimin, they feel understood by him. That connection was visible in every trembling hand and every tearful smile that day. Observers noted how composed Jimin remained amid the excitement. Despite the sudden attention, he moved calmly, offering respectful bows and acknowledging fans with his signature kindness. There was no hint of discomfort or impatience, only an awareness of the moment and a quiet appreciation for the love surrounding him. This composure further endeared him to fans, reinforcing the image of an artist who respects the people who support him, even in unexpected circumstances. The airport staff, too, seemed momentarily caught up in the magic. While maintaining professionalism, some could not hide their amazement. It was as if everyone present understood they were witnessing something special, a brief intersection of ordinary life and extraordinary stardom. Security ensured smooth movement. But the emotional energy lingered long after Jimin had passed through as news of the sighting spread. Fans who were not present expressed a mix of envy and joy. Many shared messages celebrating those who had been lucky enough to see him, living vicariously through shared clips and photos. Others joked about spending more time at airports just in case. The incident became a reminder that sometimes the most memorable moments are the ones we never planned for. Beyond the immediate excitement, Jimin's surprise appearance sparked broader reflections on the nature of fame and connection in the modern era. In an industry often dominated by meticulously crafted images, moments like this cut through the noise. They remind fans why they fell in love with artists in the first place, not just for polished performances, but for genuine humanity. Jimin's airport appearance was not a performance, yet it resonated as deeply as any stage show. For longtime fans, the moment echoed countless memories from Jimin's career. The way he pours emotion into every performance, the sincerity of his words during speeches, the vulnerability he has shown through music and interviews. Seeing him in such a mundane setting, yet eliciting such profound reactions, underscored the depth of his influence. It was a testament to how art and authenticity can blur the line between idol and individual. The timing of the appearance added another layer of intrigue. With BTS members engaged in various individual activities and projects, any sighting naturally fuels curiosity. Fans speculated quietly, careful not to overanalyze, content simply to celebrate the moment itself. The lack of explanation became part of the charm. Not every moment needs context. Some are meaningful simply because they happen. Media outlets quickly picked up the story, framing it as yet another example of Jimin's unparalleled star power. Headlines highlighted the chaos, the tears, the disbelief. Yet words could only capture so much. The true essence of the moment lived in the expressions of those who were there. The stunned laughter, the whispered, "Is that really him?" The collective intake of breath when recognition set in. For Jimin, the airport appearance was likely just another day, another journey between destinations. But for fans, it became a story they would tell for years. A reminder that idols are real, present in the world, moving through the same spaces as everyone else, yet capable of transforming those spaces entirely. It was a fleeting encounter, but its impact was lasting. As the initial frenzy settled, fans reflected on what the moment meant to them personally. Some spoke of renewed motivation, others of comfort during difficult times. The sight of Jimin, unexpected and genuine, felt like a gift, one that arrived without warning but stayed in the heart. In a time when many feel disconnected, such moments of shared joy carry immense power. Ultimately, Jimin's surprise appearance at the airport was more than a viral incident. It was a snapshot of the bond between an artist and his fans, captured in its most authentic form. No stage, no script, no expectations, just a brief meeting of paths that left an indelible mark. In that ordinary airport, on an otherwise ordinary day, Jimin reminded everyone why he is not just a star, but a source of inspiration, comfort, and connection for millions around the world. The ripple effects of that single, unexpected appearance continued long after Jimin had left the terminal. Fans replayed videos frame by frame, analyzing every smile, every small gesture, every moment of eye contact that felt deeply personal even through a screen. Comment sections turned into communal spaces where strangers bonded over shared disbelief. Some fans admitted they watched the clips repeatedly, not because anything dramatic happened, but because the simplicity of the moment felt comforting and real. What stood out to many was how effortlessly Jimin blended into the space while simultaneously standing out. He did not seek attention, yet attention found him. This paradox has long defined Jimin's presence both on and off stage. There is a quiet magnetism about him, an energy that does not demand recognition but naturally draws it. In the airport, stripped of stage lights and elaborate styling, that magnetism became even more apparent. Fans who managed to catch a brief interaction described it as unforgettable. A nod, a soft smile, a fleeting glance. These tiny moments carried immense emotional weight. For fans who have supported him for years, often from afar, such brief acknowledgments felt like validation of a bond that exists beyond physical proximity. It was not about being noticed individually, but about being seen collectively. acknowledged as a community that has walked alongside him through every chapter of his journey. The incident also sparked conversations about the emotional role artists play in fans' lives. For many, BTS, and Jimin in particular, have been sources of comfort during challenging times. Seeing him unexpectedly, in such a normal setting, reinforced the idea that hope and joy can appear without warning. Fans shared stories of how that single clip brightened an otherwise difficult day, proving once again that the impact of music and the artists behind it extends far beyond charts and awards. From an industry perspective, moments like these highlight a shift in how fame is experienced and perceived. Traditional celebrity culture often relies on distance, mystery, and exclusivity. Jimin's airport appearance, however, emphasized proximity and shared humanity. There was no dramatic entrance, no curated reveal, just a person moving through a public space. Yet the emotional response it triggered rivaled that of a major event, illustrating how deeply fans connect with authenticity. Security footage and fan-taken videos later revealed how quickly words spread within the terminal. Reactions unfolded in waves. First recognition, then disbelief, followed by excitement that rippled outward as more people realized who was present. Even those who were not fans seemed intrigued, drawn in by the intensity of the reaction. It was a reminder of BTS's cultural reach, how their presence alone can become a moment of public interest. As discussions continued online, many fans emphasized respect and gratitude. They praised Jimin for maintaining composure and kindness, and fellow fans for keeping their excitement mostly controlled despite overwhelming emotions. This mutual respect has long been a hallmark of the relationship between BTS and ARMY, and it was on display once again. The moment became not just about seeing Jimin, but about how fans choose to express their love responsibly. The airport appearance also reignited appreciation for Jimin's artistry. Fans connected the warmth they felt in that moment to the emotion he brings to his music and performances. Songs that speak of vulnerability, longing, and quiet strength suddenly felt even more personal. The line between the artist on stage and the person off stage seemed thinner than ever, reinforcing the authenticity that has defined his career. In the days that followed, the story continued to circulate, reaching fans who might not have been online at the time. Each retelling added new perspectives, new emotions, but the core remained the same: an ordinary day transformed by an extraordinary presence. Some fans joked that the airport should be commemorated, while others simply expressed gratitude for having witnessed, even indirectly, such a genuine moment. For Jimin, moments like these may blend into the rhythm of a life lived in the public eye. But for fans, they become milestones, small but significant memories that deepen their connection to him and to each other. They are reminders that behind the global phenomenon is a person whose presence can still surprise, comfort, and inspire without effort. In the end, the unexpected airport appearance reaffirmed something fans have always known. Jimin's influence is not confined to stages, screens, or soundtracks. It exists in fleeting moments, in shared glances, in collective gasps of disbelief. It lives in the quiet joy of seeing someone who has meant so much appear out of nowhere, turning an ordinary place into a lasting memory. And long after the terminal returned to its usual rhythm, the feeling lingered, a soft echo of excitement, warmth, and connection that only Jimin can leave behind.